Brett, both teams tonight live by that mantra.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a time where we're going to get to the fourth quarter with a game, hopefully, that's pretty close. And who can get multiple stops? One or two in a row, two or three in a row. That might end up being the difference here, BA.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Paul. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Ayton. Over Jackson. Ayton, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Outside for Moran. And here's Adams. Outside Bain. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
That one falls.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Here's Moran driving in, and they pick up two.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Booker. Up top, Paul. Pass to Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. From deep, Bain buries it from three. Bain's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Durant's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Paul against Moran. Pass to Brooks. Here's Bain going inside. Second chance effort, and Adams lays it in.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
The kick out to Paul. Stolen by Jackson. Moran against Paul. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
And that one right there, that's the play with KD and that rip through. That move is so good that the league started to consider how they'd rewrite the rule book for guys reaching in.
And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
The 3 from Bain. From deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Durant with a screen on Moran. Pass to Durant. Now here's Ayton. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis leading. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Durant, the pass to Ayton. Moran against Durant. Back to Ayton. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Adams a screen from deep. Bane. And there's Adams. That one's good. On the assist from Bane. Adams has gotten his second bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Paul uses the glass on the layup.
Just got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Here's Bane. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Durant with a screen on Bane. For 3, Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Morant. Can't connect from short range. Booker for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Desmond Bane getting it done for the Memphis Grizzlies. Hunting for opportunities, leading.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in it to 5, roaming the paint.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Durant drives in, and Durant with the big finish.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied. To the left wing, Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Morant with the slam!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
And Booker, here we go. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Devin Booker knows he's going to get the defense's attention right there, so he relies on being a little bit nimble to get the shot off.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Phoenix making some changes. Ross, he's checked in for Booker, and it's Lee in for Paul. Outside Morant with the drive, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Ross. Back to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
Outside Morant. Here's Bane. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bane's got 11 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in a season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
And he dunks it down.
Now That's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And the basket by Lee. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Durant, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Adams a screen. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Jackson with a screen on Ross. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Ross has gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Adams a screen. Here's Bane. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
No debate there. He got hammered.
The free throw drops for Bane. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Good on both.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
30 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Paul. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Paul. There's a screen by Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
Quickness of Chris Paul dicing up the defense with his superb passing off the screen.
Here's Morant. And Biyombo with the block. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. 5 ticks left in the half. And we're through the first half of play. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Your Suns, 31. The Grizzlies, 33.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Hey, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
We've got TJ Warren, Chris Paul out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Biyombo in at the center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on TJ Warren.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
And he's good on the second. And Phoenix has possession. It's a three-point game. Pass to Craig. Second shot opportunity, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ross against Kennard. Jackson with a screen on Ross. Nice shot by Kennard.
Great sign for the offense when Kennard can start to handle the ball and make plays like that.
The drive by Paul. Banked it in off the glass. Paul's got 9.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Jones finds Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Adams inside, defended by Biyombo. Second chance shot. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Adams. And finally they hit one. Give him 8 points now.
Great effort from Adams there. We know he has that size to take the contact, but determined on that play to get the points.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Here's Biyombo. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Up top, Kennard. Shoots over Ross. Kennard can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. There's a screen by Biyombo. Here's a 3 from Paul, and the three-pointer goes. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there, an efficient shooter off the dribble.
Pass to Kennard. Memphis trailing here. Here's Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And Memphis also making a switch. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Jones.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
From deep, Morant. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Kennard against Booker. To the wing on the left. Here's Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
The free throw drops for Morant. That one misses. The Suns leading. 58 seconds left in the third. Down low. And stolen by Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Lee. And he banks in the layup. Well, he's got 5 now.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Phoenix foul. Damian Lee. Second personal foul. 14th foul.
And he makes a first. Ross, he's checked in for the Suns. And Morant drops them both. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
And another miss by Memphis. It's good if it goes. The shot that time not on target. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son,
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Booker against Payne. Pass to Jackson. Lets the three fly. The offensive rebound. Good.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Ayton with it. Back to Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Long arms, quick hands, deadly combination forces that turnover to jumpstart the break.
Jackson outside. Pass to Payne. Jackson with a screen on Booker. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Phoenix has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Okogie. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one is off. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
From deep, Payne. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul to the middle. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
And here's Morant outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Back to Durant. From downtown, Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The 3 from Payne. And again, Memphis no good. The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Okogie on the wing. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okogie. Brooks defending.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
You can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be Precise.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Jackson for three.
The fire inside of KD, wanting to be his best in every phase of the game, including the defensive end.
Now Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Booker, pass to Ayton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Steven Adams.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
To the inside. Durant against Jackson. To the paint. Here's Okogie. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Tries to snap the cold streak. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant. Good on the first, and that brings him with an 8.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Booker fires from way outside. Phoenix no good that time either.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Here's Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And
Smack clowns with mad style.
Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sideline, a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Clock is at 3. Shots good by Durant.
You allow Kevin Durant space from 3, he will make you pay.
Edwards finds Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Outside Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Booker with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Feeds it to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
All against Conley. To the inside. Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Gobert with the screen on Paul. Conley with a wide-open look. Sinks the triple.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Durant with the screen on Conley. Paul passes to Okogie. For 3, Booker buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Here's Paul. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
The 3 from KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Gobert down low. Ayton's there. Towns wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
All against Conley. KD sets the pick for Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, free throw attempt numbers indicate just how difficult someone is to guard. Booker certainly in the hard-to-check category.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
There's the pass to Edwards. Kicks to Gobert. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about the splendid concentration from the Frenchman? Rudy Gobert, excellent at converting while getting hit.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Edwards against Booker. From past the arc. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
And the shot goes in.
Assist.
8 points for Anthony Edwards.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Stolen by Michael Conley. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Durant. Damian Lee comes in for Booker. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Chris Paul. And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We give you a salute, sir.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Passes to Conley. Here's Edwards. Right. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Over in the corner, Warren. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. They set the pick. Lee outside. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Phoenix has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Towns kicks to Gobert. Pass to Conley. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, Mike Conley understands how to draw contact and still try to get a shot opportunity. He'll go to the line for the end one.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota. Doris with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls. It seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Durant with a screen on Conley. They need this. And it's Durant missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's KD. Gobert with the block. Outside, Towns.
I love when Karl Karl Anthony Towns is aggressive to score and willing to embrace the contact.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Towns. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Okogie comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Paul in for Ross. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by Minnesota.
Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Ayton in the corner. Shot on the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Conley, and it's sent back by KD. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Conley will go to the line here. It's on Kevin Durant. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Boy, Mike Conley has always been such a steadying influence, a respected leader. Doesn't matter what team he's on.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Paul passes to Okogie. Dishes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Towns. Rebound by Okogie. Suns trail by 16. Here's Ayton. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Edwards can't hit. Outside Durant. On the wing, Booker. For the 3. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
When you allow good scores to get unconditional.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And they'll get another chance. Rivers finds Towns, knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 16. Paul dishes to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. Outside, Towns. Out to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards Prince finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Biyombo is checked in for 8, and a change for the Timberwolves. Prince is checked in. Booker looking around. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
Durant's checked in for Phoenix. Down low, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Pass to Durant. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. Durant with a screen on Rivers. The shot's good from Paul.
Well, over the years, Chris Paul has been such an efficient three-point shooter. He stretches the floor. You've got to honor his ability to shoot it with range.
Rivers passes to Edwards. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Durant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 15. Prince kicks to McDaniels. He dishes it to Gobert. Edwards passes to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Prince finds Rivers. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good work there as it goes. Gobert's got 5 now.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
KD a screen on Edwards. Booker and McDaniels with the block. Here's Rivers. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's the teardrop. And stolen by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
Prince setting a pick for Rivers. Kicks it out to Prince. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Warren's checked in for Durant. Ross comes in for Josh Okogie. And Lee's subbed in for Chris Paul. Warren a screen on Rivers. Now the pass to Warren. Over Rivers. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Edwards kicks to Prince. Back to Edwards. Ross with the steal. Over Rivers. Ross finds Lee. There's the screen. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Lee pulls it down. Suns trail by 15. 1:07 left to play here in the third. With the shot. Clock at 4. The Suns need to get a shot off, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Baisley's checked in for the Suns. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Inside. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, Austin Rivers, not just a scorer. This guy will set you up if you're open.
Lee outside. Passes it to Biyombo. He kicks to Ross.
rookie year when he won the dunk contest. Give him a chance, and you're guaranteed to see something flashy.
Suns trail by 15. Pass to Warren. Out to Lee. Warren sets the pick for Lee. From outside, off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Minnesota, hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Edwards. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Ayton.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the N1, yes, sir.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Durant's checked in for T.J. Warren. Okogie comes in for baseball. And it's Devin Booker in for Terrence Ross.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. Outside Conley. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Carl Anthony Towns checked in for Taurean Prince.
Carl Anthony Towns.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Paul against Conley. Shoots. And Paul gets it to go in. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Conley against Paul. Unloads. They get the rebound. Gobert. There's Conley. Here's Gobert. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Outside Durant. The tray. And it's Paul missing. Timberwolves leading by 14. Conley kicks to McDaniel. Over in the corner, Edwards. He's off on that one. The Suns go the other way with it. And now the Suns, a fast break for 3. Okogie drains it from beyond the arc.
Stays ready, lets it fly. You've got to be decisive in the catch and shoot game. Josh Okogie, yes, sir.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Edwards. Rebound by the Suns. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Durant, the pass to Booker. KD sets the pick for Booker. Back to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Durant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, we're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And Gobert kicks to Towns. Out to Conley. Back to Towns. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Trying to get something going.
Well, this guy works so hard. Josh Okogie always looking to contest shots. That is beautiful defense.
Conley against Booker. Ball outside. Pass to Ayton. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Drops in the tray. McDaniels got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
The pass to Okogie. Now here's Paul. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
The shot's good from Paul.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Kicks it to Durant. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
We are talking about one of the greatest scorers in the history of NBA basketball. Kevin Durant's doing some work right now.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Edwards. Out to Conley. To the middle. Deflects the pass.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And here is McDaniels. And so Minnesota takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
I smack clowns with mad style.
intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Payne, no good. Puts it up. And that one's long.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Lets it go from deep. And Morant good for 3.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Nice move. Edwards, here we go.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Just over a minute and a half in. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Morant's got 8. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert against Adams. Gobert passes to Towns. Back to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Outside for Brooks. Can't get it to drop. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Pass to Jackson. Edwards against Brooks. Back to Jackson. Morant against McDaniels. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
From deep, Conley. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks finds Bane. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Outside for Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Memphis leading. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Payne, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards. Oh, my goodness!
Watch out! Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Here's Morant. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Now here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. McDaniels. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Desmond Bane.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Outside Bane. There's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
And Edwards slams it in.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant, the pass to Bane. Jackson on the wing. Fires the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Here's Edwards with 4 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Gobert passes to Conley.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. And if you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
And Edwards slams it in.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And here's Morant outside. Memphis the rebound. And then Morant with the jam.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
The Grizzlies have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Into the lane.
Did you see that? I saw it.
Wow.
And he saw it.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
On the wing, Bane. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Up top, Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 8 points.
This is a big part of Jackson's game. It isn't the best looking shot, but it's deadly.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
And Here's Morant. 26 points for him. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Conley passes to McDaniels. There's the triple. Fires in the triple. He has 7.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Right side Bane. Stolen by Conley. McDaniels from long range. And another 3 for Minnesota.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rivers is checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Gobert gets the bucket.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
On the wing, Bane. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Here's Prince. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Right side Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. On the take.
Boy, he's focused. Rivers has the intensity and size to defend at a high level.
McDaniels with it. Jackson in his pocket. McDaniels can't hit. Memphis has gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Sometimes with bigs, you prefer to send them to the line, but Jaren, he's a knockdown shooter from there as well.
And he sinks the second. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it. He's got 22. It's McDaniels on the wing. Drains the triple. McDaniels got 13 now.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
From deep, Bane. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those.
Wow! Crazy good! These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Outside Morant, driving to the basket. Morant with the slam!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Back to Rivers. Towns a screen on Morant. Pass to Towns. His first shot coming late. And another basket for Minnesota.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Back to Morant. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Drills it from deep.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Personal foul. First team. Substitution for your Grizzlies.
Here's Morant. And he's got 28 now. And stolen by Edwards. And they're pushing it up. Baseline jumper. Adams grabs the miss.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Kennard outside. From outside the arc. Adams, the pass to Kennard. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. For Minnesota, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside McDaniels. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup. McDaniels got 15 points.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
The drive by Morant. Kennard outside. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Morant. Tries again. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league. Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Kennard, no good that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Edwards against Morant. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Conley's checked in for Rivers.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team, and these guys, they follow him.
Adams with a screen on Conley. Inside. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Morant against Conley. Pass to Towns. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. Jaren Jackson picks one up, and that one falls for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. Good on the second one. And he nails the third.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Morant, the pass to Kennard.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
The first one falls.
Sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 24. Pass to Towns. Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Morant against Conley. Kennard outside. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Kennard's got 8 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Pass to Prince. Now here's Towns. Clock at 6. Edwards for 3. Here's Prince. No good. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. And here's Kennard. Adams a screen. Kennard with it. He's picked up by Conley. Back to Morant. To the middle. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Ja Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And Conley is good for 3.
Mike Conley with a terrific feel in the pick and roll. He's like a quarterback going through his progressions.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Conley. Kennard against Edwards. Kennard outside. Pass to Bane. Let's go with a 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Here's Prince. And he jams it home with authority.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Morant against Conley. Kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Morant. The 3. They grab their own miss. Jackson. The 3 from Bane. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Oh, the swat by Adams. It's a one-on-one situation. On the wing, Bane, guarded by Edwards. Kicks it out to Jackson. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here, and Morant gets double teamed. Here's Jackson, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Trying to defend Kennard. You know he can hit shots with limited space. That helps him get you off balance.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Conley passes to Gobert. Edwards with it, defended by Kennard. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Gobert. Edwards got 27 points.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Jackson outside. Kennard outside. Jackson the screen. Here's the 3. And he recovers it. Another shot. And Gobert with a block.
What timing from Rudy. He is superb at measuring when to go after blocks.
Jackson can't get it to go. Minnesota has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Pass to Jackson. Kennard, left side. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. And here's Edwards outside. Ja Morant grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Dylan Brooks checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Kennard. Memphis has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Conley against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Off target from outside.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Jones. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Pass to Towns. Now Edwards.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Gobert passes to Edwards. And it's good. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he drives in. Count it!
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Outside Bane. It's tipped. Now Edwards.
The game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these home teams.
I smack clowns with mad style.
matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Durant. Booker outside. Shot clock at 5. Knocks down the 3 ball. Booker's got the opening field goal of the game for the Suns.
And these are the type of shots that are just so easy for Booker. These short corner triples, these right here, best shot in basketball.
Wow, he got waxed on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of this group. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Booker's shot is good.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Morant's against Paul. And Morant gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Brooks. The Suns getting the bucket. It's Morant with the drop. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Now Durant. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. And Durant gets it to go.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Morant with it. He's picked up by KD. Jackson against Paul. Jackson is doubled. On the wing, Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. To the paint. Here's KD. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Morant. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Morant. He has 5. Brooks finds Bane. Screen by Adams. And a wide open look for Bane to end the run. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
To put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And it's Paul penetrating. Pass to Okogie. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Payne for 3. And it's KD with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. They lead by 11. Fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Morant outside. That three off the mark. Suns leading by 11. Okogie, the pass to KD. Ayton with it. This one for three. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Inside. Here's Ayton. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Suns lead by 12. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns? Phoenix has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Terrence Ross is out there with T.J. Warren. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 2-guard spot.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Passes it to Morant. And he slams it down right on top of Bismack Biyombo.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Here's Morant. Phoenix able to drain the three. Takes the three. The offensive rebound out to Brooks. Three-pointer. Morant outside. Driving inside. And finished off by Morant.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Ross kicks to Payne. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Good on the three-point shot.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Now here's Durant. Feeds to Ayton. The layup missed.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Morant dishes to Brooks. In the corner, it's Payne. Adams trying to free himself up. Payne, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. 1:58 left in the first half of the game. Here's Durant. Got it from 16 feet. Durant's got 5.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting up a little silky jumper.
Morant passes to Brooks. Launches a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. Looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on, he is the threat. Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Ross has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Suns. Morant against Paul. Biombo with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Durant. Now, here's Bane.
Right there.
Jackson a screen on Lee. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Paul passes to Biombo. Lee outside. A 3-ball. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Back to Bane. Brooks outside.
Nice finish. Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Thanks so much, David, and we'll be back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Bane in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now Kennard after the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. 3 on the clock. Kennard's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 6. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ayton at the elbow. Nifty move. And Ayton throws it down.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Now here's Durant. He's got 7. The pass to Ayton. Pass to Okogie. 5 to shoot. The crossover. Power down with both hands.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Shot's good by Kennard.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Paul. Ayton in the corner. From the arc. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got 5 points in the quarter.
I do love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue.
Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. The Suns making a change here. Lee's checked in. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. And KD throws it down.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
And Adams kicks to Kennard. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Biyombo is checked in for Phoenix. Paisley comes in for Josh Okogie. Lee against Morant. Jackson has the open look. And the three ball is good. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot. Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Paisley passes to Biyombo. Over in the corner, Lee. Shot clock at 6. It's good. And the Suns lead by 8.
Taking on more playmaking responsibilities, Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large unit.
Shots good by Lee.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Jackson misses. Phoenix leading by 8. 50 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. Outside, Bane. Kennard against Booker. Kennard the pass to Adams. And they pick up 2. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And finished off by Morant.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
Durant just inside the line. That one's not going to go.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Setting the floor for the Suns, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Warren. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Paisley into the 3 spot. And the Suns here with a different look. Andre Ayton's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kevin Durant comes in for T.J. Warren. Okogie's checked in for Paisley. And it's Devin Booker in for Terrence Ross.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Payne for 3. Pass to Kennard. Now, here's Bane. Now, Kennard driving in. And he gets it to go.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Kennard against Booker. Kennard the pass to Adams. One-on-one fast break. Booker outside. This is to KD. Shot on the way, and the Suns tack on 2 more. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns. Morant drives in, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here is Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. 8-point game. The feed to Adams. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Paul. Hits it from 3-point range. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Bain. Stolen by Durant. And now the Suns, a fast break. And Booker kicks to Paul. To the inside, Durant. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And they double up Morant. Passes it to Kennard. Jackson set the pick here for Kennard. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got 10 points here in the second half.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The shot's good from Kennard.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
And Booker kicks to KD. The pass to Okogie. Adams against Ayton. 4 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Kennard against Booker. Morant outside. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:05 left to play here in the fourth. Morant kicks to Adams. Here's Jackson. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Paul against Morant. The shot's good from Paul.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now, here's Kennard. Jackson a screen on Booker. Out to Morant. Fires from deep. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
Outside, KD. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
He is a great kid. I love to see this from Ayton, stepping up in the big moment, letting his talent take over.
Now, here's Kennard. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Ayton with it. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. This was a hard. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. On target from range.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Durant with a screen on Gobert. It's Ayton with the drive. And Ayton with the stuff.
Watch out. DeAndre Ayton coming through.
About a minute played here so far in the first. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Towns. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Outside Paul. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Conley. The 3 ball. Okogie pulls down the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Booker, the pass to Paul. And he makes it on the layup. Paul's got 5.
Against close defense, Paul's agility and ball handling is really what makes the difference. Slipping by and able to get the finish.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Okogie. Up top Durant. McDaniels covering. Here's Okogie, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
And the second free throw is good. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular, and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special. So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Here's Booker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Edwards. Driving.
Oh, man.
Oh,
punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Here's Ayton. Goes back up. Oh, and Towns with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Okogie. Now here's Durant. And there's the drive. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. For 3, Conley. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Booker for three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Conley passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Oh, misses the dunk. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Back to Booker. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Paul against Conley. Here's Ayton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
16 seconds left in the first. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley passes to Edwards. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Suns on top. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Damian Lee. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Paul in at the 1 spot. Now here's Durant. No good from outside.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Durant with it, guarded by Edwards. Outside Ross, back to Durant. He takes it in. That one goes in.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Paisley, he's checked in for Durant. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Outside Paul. Pass to Paisley. Back to Paul. Here's Paisley. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Edwards is double. On the wing, Rivers. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Chris Paul. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Pass to Lee. It's Booker on the wing. Here he goes, and Booker throws it down.
You love the intensity on Booker's drive, cutting in like there's nothing the defense can do to stop him.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Now McDaniels from behind the arc sinks the tray. McDaniels got 6. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, Sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The game now all tied up. Give him 8 points now.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
Picked up by Baisley. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Lee on the wing. There's a screen by Biyombo. Takes a 3. And the basket by Lee. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's a great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
The Suns making a switch here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Kevin Durant comes in for Baisley. Okogie's checked in for Lee, and it's Paul in for Booker. 6 to shoot, Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Paul against Edwards. On the wing, Durant. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Lee comes in for Chris Paul. Prince can't hit. Here's Phoenix. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Oh, it's stolen. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Rivers. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Okogie. Gets some space and buries the jumper. And the Suns lead by 11.
Boy, I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
And that one drops for him. McDaniels got 10 points in the game.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
For 3, Durant. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
KD is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
And he makes all 3.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Count that bucket. McDaniels got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
And so it's...
The Suns, 40.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got McDaniels Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Prince in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Prince. No good on the three. Outside Paul. They double team Paul. Gobert against Ayton. Fires the three. Minnesota with a rebound.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Right side McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. No good on the shot. Booker against Gobert. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. McDaniels got 14.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Paul passes to Ayton. Launches it. And it's Noel with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. It's stolen by Warren. Pass to Okogie. Out left to the wing. Here's Ayton. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago. T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
Kicked it out of midair. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Warren. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Here's Paul. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. He's got 7. Well, following the bubble, Warren missed nearly 2 full seasons of play.
Yeah, really a shame, B.A., because he was on a trajectory as a scorer that had him approaching elite status, but he was kept out back-to-back seasons with consecutive stress fractures in his left foot. But through hard work, Warren has recovered, and I hope he can regain the form he showed in 2020.
Pass to Ayton. And there's 1:45 left in the third. Paul for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rivers. 3-pointer off the mark. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's a 3 from Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Paul's got 10 points in the game.
I think that's the best way for Paul to open up the passing lanes, expand them, keep knocking down those deep ones, and the defense will have to pick its poison.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Lee. There's a screen by Biyombo. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Conley. He has 6. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Fires for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Man, I like the 3-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Gobert. Nice persistence to tip it back in.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well. You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Towns finds McDaniels for three. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 seconds left. Misses the layup. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Terrence Ross is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Campaign. And it's Lee in at the point. Now here's Payne. Outside Ross. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Durant for three. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Phoenix ball.
Ooh, poked away. Towns with the ball. Durant covering. Shot's good by Towns.
Hey, the ability to stay under control, Towns excels at that, able to pull up on a dime and knock it down.
Now here's Durant. Releases. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Edwards, here we go. And he can't jam it through.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Outside Ross. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Edwards. That shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Now Durant. Pass to Biyombo. The kick to Durant. There's a screen by Biyombo. Just 5 to shoot. It's Durant with a drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Mike Conley.
Man, great tenacity from Durant there. I mean, he makes it so difficult to guard him without foul.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Okogie comes in for Ross. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Payne. And it's Paul in for Lee. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Pass to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Towns. And it's Paul with the three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Durant. Ayton in the high post. With the fadeaway. McDaniels with the rebound.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Back to Booker. Pass to Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
The three. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Chris Paul.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
McDaniels from long range. And another three from Minnesota.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
For three, Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Edwards can't hit. Phoenix dominating the game. From deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's a three from Paul. They grabbed their own miss. Count it. Good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
From deep three-point range, offline. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A statement road victory.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Affair in this one. Doris, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
Morant scanning the floor. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards, and he drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
It's his first trip to the line. A free throw drops for Gobert.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Now here's Morant. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter, and he can't jam it through. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, Anthony Edwards out in transition, knows his teammates made a defensive play, and wisely leaks out.
Jackson a screen on Edwards, and a wide open look for Bain. Out to Morant. Gobert with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Edwards to the middle. Pass to Gobert. Over in the corner, Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Oh!
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Bain. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Bain kicks to Brooks. 4 on the clock. To stop the run. They get it back. Adams. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Bain for 3. He can't get it to go. Timberwolves go the other way with it. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And then Morant slams it in.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Edwards can't hit.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. With the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
It's Morant with the drive. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Both free throws good from Morant.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Out to Brooks. It's stolen by Gobert. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Prince, and it's Rivers in a point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Shot clock at 2. Here's Jackson. It's on target from the high post. Jackson's got 5.
And great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Offensive rebound and finished off by Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Oh, here's Edwards. Steven Adams unable to get his last shot to go. Prince with a screen on Brooks. Fires the 3. Prince misses. The Grizzlies trail by 7. On the wing, Bane. Adams sets the pick for Bane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Now here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Prince, the pass to McDaniels. There's the feed to Gobert. Adams, some nice D.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Bane. Off target with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now Morant. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Yes, that goes in. Morant's got 10.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Minnesota making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for McDaniels. Noel comes in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Austin Rivers. Here's Noel. Fader on the way. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bain, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And there's the pass to Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to Prince. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Brooks with it. Now defended by Gobert. Bain inside the three-point line. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Minnesota in the lead. Prince, right side. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Outside, Bain. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter. When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Shakes him. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Towns. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. And Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint. Good night.
Brooks with no one around. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And that one drops.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Morant drives in, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Offensive rebound. Gobert. Towns wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Adams' shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Stolen by Jackson. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here is Conley. Down low. Towns kicks to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 10 points for him.
Boy, you love to see Rudy Gobert expand that face-up game. Nice touch there in the mid-range.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 9. Pass to McDaniels. Passes it to Noel. to the inside. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Rudy Gobert increasingly is capable of these nights on the offensive end where he's just putting it to the defense.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Towns for three. Hands it from downtown. Towns has got 10 points.
My goodness, we've seen stretch fives in this league, but for Karl Anthony Towns to make that long a shot, look out.
Memphis moving it around. Morant passes to Jackson. To halt the run. Minnesota with the rebound. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
Minnesota leading by 14.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Timberwolves have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Edwards has come in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for Michael Conley. Gobert dishes to Towns. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 18. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Got that bucket in no time at all. McDaniel's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Kennard for 3. And Adams kicks to Kennard. Edwards. Oh, that was something else.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 19-3 run right now. Gobert against Kennard. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Rivers. And here's Gobert. 12 points for him. McDaniels finds Towns to the paint and finished off by McDaniel.
Well, improving his passing over the years. This is what you like to see from Rudy Gobert, and a wrinkle or two in the offseason.
Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And the pass to McDaniels from deep. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Minnesota leading by 22. He dishes it to Gobert. Back to McDaniel. Three-pointer. An absolute bomb from three-point range. McDaniel's got 11 points here in just the second half. Kennard against Edwards. Kennard, the pass to Morant. The 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Rivers in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Kennard for 3. Outside for Jackson. Kennard against Edwards. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
To the middle. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And Morant throws it down.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Inside, here's McDaniels. Kennard with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Morant kicks to Kennard. Shoots the 3. And no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's McDaniels. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Kennard for 3.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
And it's in there. Rivers has got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
McDaniels, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They get it back. Here's Adams. Tries again. Pass to Kennard. From deep 3-point range, Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. To the paint. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Morant dishes to Adams. Crafty move. Gobert with the block. They retain possession. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. 1:35 left in the game. To the middle. Edwards can't hit. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Feeds it to Gobert. Rivers in the corner. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Gobert trying to get open. Great D that time from Bain. Jackson has the open look. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
No good on the triple. And here are the Grizzlies with it. With the step back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now Rivers. Kicks it to Gobert. Puts up a three. The shot, no good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They poured it. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
I smack clowns with mad style.